Well, I consider this one of the most underrated crime dramas or comedy crime dramas of the 1980s. A Aaron Spelling production starring probably one of the most underrated actors of his generation would give every nighttime hunk a run for his money. Of course, Lee Horsley, a very well liked person on our channel, and the famous Matt Houston. Now, Matt Houston is an American crime drama on CBC, which starred Horsley as a title character, a wealthy old man who decides to hold a side job as a private investigator. Created by Lawrence Gordon and produced by Spelling, it originally aired on ABC for 3 seasons from 82 to 85. And just like Lee Majors, just like many of the key actors of the 80s, very big in Canada. When the show came on in Canada, everything stopped. Now, Matt featured Lee Horsley as a wealthy, mustachioed Texas oilman named Matlock Matt Houston, who works as a PI in LA in his abundant free time. The show also starred the luminous Pamela Hensley as his lawyer sidekick, CJ, rest your bullets, and George Weiner as continuously frustrated business manager, Murray. During the show's third and final season, Buddy Epson played Houston's uncle, Roy Houston. Most episodes typically involve one of Houston's close friends being murdered or involved in some criminal enterprise, requiring his assistance. CJ had access to an Apple III computer named Baby, containing a database of virtually all living and deceased persons, allowing her to provide all necessary information. Murray frequently complained that Matt's PI business failed to make money, while Matt treated it more as an expensive hobby rather than a profit-making venture. And of course, that Citizen Kane line, "I'm losing $1 million a year in 100 years, I'll be broke." Now, the first season episodes drew quite strong ratings, and guest stars on season 1 called X-22, not say the pilot, but the first episode, Barbara Carrera, Jill St. John, Art Martino, and Cliff Robertson. So various guest stars: Branford Dillman, Murray Hamilton, Heather Locklear, Stuart Whitman, Vic Tayback, Mr. Blackwell, Carol Lawrence, Brett Eklund, Christina Ferrer, John Beck, Dick Butkus, Forrest Tucker, Cesar Romero, Keel Martin, Janet Lee, Jill Whalen, Misty Rowe, Hope Lang, James Coco, Sid Caesar, Lloyd Bachner, Gary Frank, Dorothy Malone, Michelle Phillips, Tina Louise, Hugh O'Brien, Troy Donahue, David Cassidy, Norman Fell. It was like a who's who, sort of fantasy island, but in when a PI meets oilman. Now, the idea is there was some question who was going to come back for a fourth season. The ratings were strong, but it never happened, and he kind of wrapped it up in the infamous Final Vows episode where Elizabeth, the object of Matt's affections, returns to his life. Now, on March 9, 2010, CBS DVD released Season 1 of Matt Houston in Region 1 for the first time, and Season 2 came out in June 2017, while Season 3 was released July 21st, 2017. In 2015, it was announced that all 3 seasons of Matt Houston would be released in the summer of 2015 by VI Incorporated. And if you can find a good bargain set of it, it's very, very fast episodes, very, very concise. Now, 83 was a big awards year. The film editing for the show was nominated and also received an Edgar Award nomination for Best TV Episode for the episode Matt Houston. Now, in 85, the Young Artist Award nominee Bumper Robinson got a nod towards that award. Now, I think why a lot of people like this show, besides the fact Lee Horsley was easy on the eyes, it made credible sense. It was a person who was kind of bored from his billionaire job, and he was deep down he wanted to solve crime. And crime solving did different way. But you look at the great crime dramas of the 1980s. Matt Houston again, very, very underrated, and it was on the wrong network. If this was back to back with Dallas on Friday nights, because Dallas was shown mostly on Friday nights in his run. Put this on at 10 o'clock, Dallas at 11, Canadian time, or 9 and 10 U.S. time. Boys are boys. But you don't see the show much in syndication. I think if I had my way, I get CHCH in Hamilton to show Matt Houston in the afternoons 5 days a week. I know I'd be watching. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your support of Lee Horsley. The last podcast we did of him, very popular. If you like what we're doing here on Vintage TV, give us a like, comment, subscribe, or share. Thanks for listening, and rest your bullets.